I was excited about looking at this chart today because, not because I was right. Yes, I was right. I did see this coming to a completion here. Um, there was a completion here, and at that point, I think I saw this shoot up. I saw this shoot up, and I boxed this, and then it just stayed right there. But I was thinking it could because this wasn't here. This was not here when I was looking at this. That the bottom of that field put just got made today. So this is already here. So this would happen from today. This perfect line was put down there last night. And that was a midnight price. Um I said something big was gonna happen right here where all these points came to a point, and that was at like 11 or whatever. This started at about 11 o'clock to midnight. So it completed the completion of that move and then popped up after the completion of the field was done. It did hold right here, and I said that whole spot looking for damn move. I guess it was like right here. Yesterday was a really, really, really bad day for me. And the reason why, there just has to be self control with losses. But the worst part was I made my money. I was done. I got back in the market. That's the bad part. And then with that bad behavior came a loss. I think with good behavior and the loss with good behavior, I think that it would not result in a tilt, like an emotional decline. So if it's like a wrong, like just me losing, then and I've come to the conclusion that generally if my expectation is about 15 points a day, and not even 15 points on one trade, but just 15 points a day. Um and my stop loss, I don't do 3 to 1 or what have you. I don't do any of that because my outcome is actually it has a very strong win rate. I have a very strong win rate. So my win rate is not 40%, 30%, 60%. My win rate is about like 85%. So if I have bad behavior, it's not gonna make a difference. So as long as I have good behavior, a bomb win rate, that's all I need. And my stop loss can be 30 points. I can have a stop loss over like less than a 1 to 1. Like it's like, yeah, I can have a stop loss that's kind of out there. Because after that, because honestly, with that 15 points, sometimes it's in a consolidation, because you get I guess extension, like pullback, fake out, consolidation, extension, or whatever. And my play a lot of times be within that consolidation, because it's just an easy move. That's the bounce, and I like that bounce. I know if I'm wrong on that bounce, it's not going to stretch me out 100 points. If I'm wrong on that bounce, like because those bounces be like 15, 20, 30, 40 points. So if I'm wrong on the bounce and that's like 15 points of it, like 30 points of it, I'm out. I'm out and I'm safe. I'm out and I'm safe. So safe being um it's through making that bounce. So it's gonna stretch out the wrong way. And so honestly at that point, I can do a reverse. I listened to one trader. I need to know that man's name because he was very intelligent. He did something that I didn't realize that I was doing, which is called, and I believe that this is what I'm doing, is quantum trading, like quant. I have a numerical breakdown for the market. It's not on a move. It's not on a order block and a compulsion block and a like different kind of blocks, but I have a mathematical equation for each of them. So if the block, like I have a unit of 26, so on that 26, I know it's gonna hit out 75. Like 26 is about. Not trying to be funny. It's like 112 point stretch or something like that. When I get a 400 point stretch, um like a half a day is 200, but that 400, that's kind of high. So you can put in an order for you can put in an order for 100, like a quarter of it, not that whole 400 block, because the bigger that daily move is, it lessens the likelihood of that previous day going to the full half day. Like I have like a quantifiable explanation for all of my theories. These angles right here, they have a number on these angles. In the opposite, I can make an opposite angle with the same equal part of that angle. All this is like a number. So when he said that, and that motherfucker smart, like they run the machines. When he said that, I'm like, oh shit. Like it really kind of tripped me out. But I don't see anybody else doing this. And of course, what he was saying is he can't reveal like a majority of what he's doing. I bet you it's this right here. He can't reveal it, and I'm sitting here talking it. I'm sitting here talking it like, because I'm not profitable. Nobody knows me. I have to control my behavior. Once I control my behavior, 25 15 points is gonna make me a millionaire within, you know, I say a year. And then after that, it's just, you know, whatever I want. It's whatever I want after that. After you get, your first million after the first year, and then the next one is, 3 or 10 million, and then after that you can, you know, I don't know if the impact is still gonna be the same because my number is gonna be hitting big and the big players will be able to see my orders. So that's the only thing that I'm like, but that I will be concerned about, and I will have to space my orders out here like they space their orders out. But yeah, like I'm doing numbers on them. That's the quant. That's the quant. So of course, if that 15 points is, I don't have to extend my 15 points to 30 points and stuff like that. I mean, I can, it could, but that 15 points for the whole week, that's like the lot size grows the next week. And then the lot size grows on that the next week. And then the lot size grows on that. But the number of points that I'm asking for, it's the same. It's the same. I don't know what he said about he did mention, he did go into like swing trading. and day trade and stuff like that. But he said on the big scheme of things, like they really don't operate that machine, quote unquote, on a swing trading thing because it's not. It's that's just the big movers. But he's talking about going like over if you trade over weeks at a time. But if you're trading like within the daily chart and lower, then it's a machine on it. And I got the code on the machine. This is it. Now I don't want to go like real far fetched and say like with the ICT talking about he write the algorithm. I don't want to say that. I'm just saying this is mine right here. I don't want to call no algorithm. I can't do that. The only thing I can do is say on a pink block, and then an extension, and then an angle, and a half a day at midnight. Um, which other one was it? Um, a whole box, a blue line, a full completion on the field. Um, but I think this is one of the longest that I've run these numbers. Let me see. Drawings. Because it used to be when I put like remove drawings, it'll say like how many, like 200 drawings or something like that. This probably got about 2,000 drawings on it. And I usually always, by the time I get to 200 or 400, then I'll be done cut it out. Because like these numbers hit exactly where the points are. And brother told me this. He told me this, but I don't know if he recognized high color. I don't think he do because he's still making YouTubes. He's still making YouTubes. Honestly, like he making trading mistakes. So it's gonna be one thing about like a trader, and he might not have his psychological part under control, but it's two type of YouTubers out there. It's the one that's making money trading, and then it's the one that's not making money trading. So they are making money either on just content or classes. So it's really three of them. So they're making money on content or classes. You can tell like because if you're getting up to that $4,000 a day that people be boasting. A lot of people boast about $4,000 a day. That shit goes so like I made that so much. I made that like it wasn't nothing, and I had to like stop because I don't know why my baby yelling like that. I had to stop because it wasn't I didn't have this. I didn't have this, and I knew that something was wrong. So I had to get this. I have to, of course, build my account back up, right? But that's like it's oh, he playing a game. That's the reason why you can't play them games, Kingston. That's why. Okay. Well, you finna let your granny get you in trouble. Is what's about to happen. So yeah. So with the account getting built back up, um I want to go back and look and see how many points it was back in the day when I used to have, large profits like that. I know it wasn't like a 100-point moves and stuff like that, but I don't know why I don't have that in mind. I can tell you the dollar amount, but I can't say the number, and I wish I could, cause that's it right there. But I can quantify I can quantify 4,000 with what I'm doing. Let me see 12. Let me see 15 points. I have it down written somewhere anyway, but let me just try to put it in my mind right now. So with that and 15 points. Mm, dang, that's like 266. Oh, probably because I was at whole orders. Okay. Okay, so if the whole order is okay, so that was probably like so 10. So um 30 points. Yeah, it was. I remember that. Yeah, back in the day, it was I would run 20 and 30 points like it was shit. So so with that being said, yeah, that was a 15. These are 15-point moves. Like I like my mouth just salivating right now. I can't have anything without self discipline. Oh, good thing about today. What happened was, so it was bad yesterday, and it started out kind of bad this morning. I didn't want to look at a chart. I came on this morning and said how sad I was and disappointed in myself, but I had to like come to grips with what happened so I can move on and get over it. So I had to get it out. Um, Today was a pretty chill day though at work, even though it wasn't the best. But that's work, right? That's that's how it is. But goal is, I don't know. I will start working once I get to a certain point, but I have a job that I can work part time and still get full time benefits for me and my son. So I you know, I like the idea of having like medical benefits for my family. Even though when once you're over a certain dollar amount, you don't necessarily need medical benefits, and that's I researched it once before. It's a few million, but I've been in insurance, so I've seen those medical bills come. But at a point where I'm making several like a whole lot of money, I read in the contract too. Some of these employers, like if when you read on your hiring agreement, if you have a certain amount of money, you can't be employed with them. You can't be employed with them having a certain amount of money. That was some weird shit when I seen it. But so if I'm working minimally, and um if I'm working minimally and I can still get benefits, why not? Because I don't have to have no full time, hours. I can go up there and be productive and help. Because the person that I'm working for got a whole lot of money, got a lot. Okay, so I can be productive. It's just gonna be helping them, get the money. But one person like me, that's not gonna stop them from like they don't care if I'm there or not. Well, my millions or not. They do say they care about my millions, but they don't necessarily know about it like that. They don't necessarily know about it like that. So yeah, I'll continue on I I think with that with that um with that position, um as I'm going into, strong profitability, I think it'll still be all right for me. So at lunch, I came out. It said, it said, it said that it was, let me see. I'm just at 1:30. I'll tell you right now. I'll put on a 5 minute. 1:30. Okay. I pushed up. I pushed up at 1:30 for 15 points on my live account. I seen this had done. I seen this had done this. This had done all of this. Um, it met this. It met this. It met this. It dropped down, and I didn't anticipate it going down no further. I anticipated. Oh, I made this block, and within that block, because it was at the bottom of it, I let it go ahead and push up to the top, like having it meet at on my pink box, and that's what I did. And it was a perfect trade at lunchtime. I hadn't been sweating the market. I just came in, and my levels were already marked as they were. I got a few minutes to just like clear my mind, look at it, and go in on a pretty good move. Um, I had not, it was just a one time, and I was done. I didn't try to go in two, three, four times to get a little bit more money, let my position finish and nothing like that. I did a whole 15 point. That was my whole position, and it was a winner. It wasn't a loser. Because if it was a loser, I would have tried to get my money back probably, or I'd have been pissed off. But it was a winner, and I sat there. I was satisfied with it. I went back to work. I forgot about it, which honestly, like, I like to go in on that high of winning, like when I go back and work, because it make my production on my day just a little bit sweeter. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me being, how a job is downtrodden real bad. So, yeah, I have to get in the mindset of, because I had been, and then something shook me, and I have to get my mindset back right to where I'm going to be content and positive and hopeful, on my position and helping people, um, when I'm there, knowing I'm okay. And I think as I get better, with my behavior, because my predictions is it, you can't get no better than this. You really can't get no better than this. But with my behavior, it's just the behavior. I was gonna sit actually and try to get healthier, come down a few pounds. I could stand to lose about 50. I wanted to lose some weight. So in pharmacy, everybody is on Ozempic. Everybody is on the GL1s and the GL2, GL5 or some shit. But I don't like the I like the stability of the of the market, the pharmaceutical market, but I am not a consumer of prescription medications, as much as I can. I love herbal um remedies. They work perfectly well. They don't cost nothing, and they don't have any side effects in the body. Now, why would the pharmacy industry want to tell you that when they making trillions? So that's one thing, but that's a double conversation for a different day. Um, my herb garden, and I'm excited about that. I think that I will continue to do some research on my herb garden too, and just put my as much energy as I can into that. Um, so I bought some things the other day. There was a garage sale, so I went and got some yard stuff from there, and um, that was, I think it was yesterday. So I look forward to really getting into that, really letting that be my outlet, something positive and healthy, and something like reward, that I can look into. That's not about no money. But I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, this don't seem like money to me. This seems like discipline. Oh, it's a line right here I'm missing. I want to come out here and make lines, but I I haven't been. I've been yapping. This line right here is missing, so I want to calculate it so I can see what's missing, and then I want to put another one down here just in case. Oh well, this one right here is right here anyway. I want to do it have a label on it. Oh my nose itching. Do this have? Oh no, I think I made that line. Oh, but this one is. This is the one. This is the main line to where it started from, and that's how. Oh, that was that other perfect line. Um, so these two were the main ones, and then they popped off of here, which that's a very strong line in itself, and I really like it. I'm extending that a little further. Um, yeah, so I wanted to make lines. I wanted to make um this is a perfect line. And you can see why. I mean, it's that hard drop from the rebalance. And so this is the representation of that perfection in uh, numerical form. So I will make a ghost off of here. I'll make a ghost off of there. Um, let me see. There's gonna be some mid action. That's gonna be some mid action. So I would make a ghost off of here too. And I wanted to. I said that there was gonna be a mirror off of which line. I don't know, but I need to sit and do lines. I need to do lines. They're playing video games. I mean, they're playing like puzzle video games. Which probably is okay. That them angles. Those are angles. I like for my son to learn about angles. We still learning more on our chess game, which is really like super cute. He's super excited about learning chess, and he doesn't realize kind of how strategic that's the game is. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. I wanted to just do a emotional dump, which I did. I have to get it off. um, because trading is just emotional. So my my mental part is, you know, that's what it's about for me. That's what it's about for me. Oh, you know what I see? These hard lines. And I ain't never thought about that before. That's a hard line. Man, say, if it don't continue down, you can make a ghost off the hard line. Let me see what this is. If this shit got some equalization on this motherfucker, it's over with.